Motion to,
Motion to change the budget to.
all right, good evening, everyone. My name is Brian Rodriguez, Chair for the Town of Miami Lakes Effective Use Task Force. Today is Thursday, August 22nd, 2024. I'm gonna call this meeting to order at 7:09 PM. If we could have a roll call, please.
Brian Rodriguez,
Present.
Maureen Costa,
Present.
Ariana is present, Angelica Torres, Leila Correa, Robin Amador,
Present.
Dorila Vega, present, Nelly Prieto, present, Ana Soto, present, Pilar Hernandez,
Present.
Diane Hernandez,
Humans.
and Melanie present.
Just point of order for the record.
You're with us?
Yeah, we have quorum.
And you're also with us.
Yeah, point of, just for the record, just for next time, two names were on. Yeah, you guys will be on. All right, we'll move on to public comments. Any public comments in the room? No, seeing none, public comments is now closed. Item 4, adoption minutes. Take a few minutes to look over the minutes from the last meeting. If you have anything that needs to be changed.
Remember, the minutes were not added. I got the
Never mind,
minutes.
we have-
I got the minutes.
Sorry.
It's all good, it's all good.
Minutes have turned into hours.
Just so you know, they asked me to make sure that the next time we have the meeting, that this, the minutes be added onto that one, so I got it already, so we're good.
Yeah. All right, so we'll move on from minutes since we don't have any. Item 5, order of business deferrals, additions, deletions. Is there anything anyone wants to add to the agenda?
So I'll just add it to number 8, 8A, volunteer database.
Do you want a 9A? Because we have an 8, we have a 9.
Sure, yeah. Doesn't matter what it is,
What is it, volunteer what?
database.
We have a motion, we have a second. Second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, motion passes. Any other?
Yeah, I wanna add item 9B, the Youth Leadership Award.
All right, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll say.
We have a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, motion passes. Perfect. Anything else anyone wants to defer, add, or delete from the agenda? Seeing none, item 5 is now closed. Old business, item 6, budget. Ernie, do we have any updates with the budget?
Nothing yet, nothing has been given to you. As we draw closer to the month, you know, that's when it will happen.
Yeah, so,
When's
the
the budget meeting, October?
no. October 1st is when it's adopted.
Yeah,
Oh, so when do they meet that they? like
Should
now,
be
or
with, right now, within the next.
Is that
few
correct.
The
days.
September one? So is that the one? we're
yeah,
going to?
towards the end, yeah, I can't stress that enough, I think that's a great idea.
When is that meeting, September one?
They have 2 meetings, I believe, in.
I think they already had one, plus they do budget workshop, like not everything is done.
Correct.
It'll be voted on, I would assume in the September meeting, so second Tuesday of September.
Second to December, September 10th.
Believe in October, they have 2 meetings, like 2 council meetings.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, they have one.
How about this, let me
Find out.
let me find out.
We can.
Let me find out which one is
So
the
we
one that
can
we-
plan to be there.
I think it's good idea, and then Brian with his new job is gonna treat us to your house.
Yeah, you wish. Any other questions regarding the budget?
Just for last time, Ernie. I just need the paperwork from the one that we requested last time. I'll just,
Which one remind me?
I think it was to have the budget.
yeah, it was just to have the
Yeah.
budget for me and. No, I believe.
I think it was what we requested and what we have originally. We don't know.
Yeah, just forward it to us.
Thank you.
Perfect. Item 7, sponsorships. Any updates with sponsorships? We need sponsorships, guys, especially for our next 2 events. We have Bike Rodeo and we have Halloween coming up.
Same thing, all I need is like the paperwork to send to people.
Yeah. early to get this.
So unfortunately, we didn't have one planned,
Yeah.
but we did have to cancel it because of just scheduling, just last minute things before school and
Next.
all that, but we can. look
We did
into it.
send, we did send to that.
Remember, you don't have to go as a group.
So remember, we sent a letter,
Whenever you guys have a chance.
Ernie, what's the feedback on the two letters?
Oh, yes,
that
we
sent?
sent a letter to, an email to,
The two emails, the dentist and
I
the,
still can't find the person that you're talking, because I went in person
to family dentistry,
to,
they're called family dentistry,
and yeah, family dentistry and orthodontist, and I spoke to Christina,
Christina.
and she goes, no, we don't have this.
And I got that email, you saw the email, I got the email.
And it was from family dentistry?
No, because the only people I emailed was her and the guy you sent me the information from, that guy that wanted to be a donor,
Yeah.
I remember his name.
that you requested a.
Apellido
like,
Piedra.
Yeah, I believe so.
What happened with him, because we emailed him as well.
Now it's just a waiting game with that, but like I said, because she is my dentist, I went over and I spoke to her and she was, honey, I don't know who this person is.
But is she gonna give him? Did she tell you she was gonna give him? No. Oh, really?
Through the, through the chair, maybe, the ribbon cutting today. You know, you have some connections with that business. I stopped by and I met the owner, the investor, the
Oh,
guy.
yes.
And he was super grateful for everything the town is doing for his business. He's very excited. He told me he wants to get more involved. So maybe, you know,
I'll hook us up.
if you could try to speak to them and see.
I did receive today, an email from Dr. Sedeno. I think we all know who we're talking about here. So he's in for Halloween, which is what we need. Also, they're still working on trying to provide with Memorial a sponsorship package that'll be good for like the next 2 or 3 years. They're trying to do something long-term. So that way we can kind of, we don't have to, you know, run around with our heads cut off trying to find sponsorships. We can have them contracted for the next 2 or 3 years. That's something that the special events department is working on.
Also through the chair, off my train of thought.
We all need to email people that you know that have businesses that might be interested. It's a tax write-off where it's close to the end of the year. As an incentive to donate, you know a lot of people that.
You know, that's what, but like all I need is the stuff to send,
Well, Ernie sent us already the sponsorship package.
Yeah, I sent everybody the.
Oh, yeah.
Then create an email, empieza hoy, doy dinero, dale. A trabajar. Para eso estamos aquí.
Through the chair, what I was gonna say was, so every Friday at 7:30, the BNI meets in Miami Lakes, which is the business network something.
Yes.
And a lot of business owners go there and Tico, you know, runs that with some folks.
Tico Gas Company?
No,
Oh.
that's guy. So, and I've been to one of their meetings before, and it's great, you know, a lot of people get together. Obviously, it's a timing issue because 7:30, you know, all of us are in school, everyone works, but it would be good if we could try to at least, maybe I don't know, we'll have to see, but if we go there, Tico can get us in. It's typically like a member-only meeting, like the members pay to be there, but we can get invited and give a pitch. And maybe also at the chamber luncheons that happen, you know, we can work something out there, but I think we should hit up BNI. Because that's like all the business owners in Miami Dade, it's like 50 people every Friday that get together for breakfast to talk business and connections. And I'm sure they'd love to hear
Oh,
about.
Friday morning.
They
we're in
also,
school.
Moritz, that's in the morning. However, they do have a networking event and they host it, I think, once every month, and it's usually in particular spots. They've held it at the Garrison, they've held it at La Estrella, so at Pepper Chef, they do that, a lot with Pepper Chef. And that's usually in the evening, so that's something you may want, I mean, the Garrison, I don't think they'll let you in, but if that's something you may wanna go, because it's a bar.
Also,
My bad.
why don't we talk about?
Well, I get along really well with the owners of the Garrison, but let's see. I think what you're talking about is the one that's organized in partnership with BNI, but through the Economic Development Committee.
Yeah, it's a
So-
chamber.
And the chamber, can we maybe see, because I know the Economic Development Committee does that with Matthew, who's the chair. Could we ask
Correct.
whoever the liaison is, maybe if they have something scheduled for
Yeah.
the next time?
Absolutely,
You know,
man.
we can stop by.
Hey, Moritz, I know you have connections with Miami Lakes Auto Mall.
Yeah, I mean, we've hit them up
I
before.
can talk
She's the lady,
to,
that's the lady that.
I can try to talk to Fred.
No, that's.
No, that's the- oh, heck,
I can try to talk to Fred Taming, but if you could call him,
Mhm.
it's really hard with my schedule to call him.
Got it. I mean, I'll see. I mean, let's decide, like, this is all for Halloween.
For Halloween,
Yeah.
because we had Fred a few years back as a title sponsor, so.
Got it. Okay, I'll ask.
Why don't we work with the chamber, like, to have one of their meetings with YATF.
That's what we're talking about now.
Oh, okay.
We could also speak to, some really cool guy, man, from Layer 8. I don't know if you guys know him.
Yeah.
Tremenda persona.
Good.
Tremenda persona.
Yeah, if he wants to be a title sponsor again, it's been a while.
That guy is all right in my book.
But yeah, that's where all we need, before we get into further stuff, we do need to look for sponsors. Sponsors are important, because at the end of the day, we may not get the budget that we want, so.
Yeah, that's what we depend on. Unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever, but that's what we depend on, so, yeah. Let's try to get out there, guys.
Also, we talked about this last time. What happened with the grants? The whole conversation about getting in contact with the grant person
In reference to what, though?
to like
Grants
to like
for-
grants for the committee specifically.
There's like a 12-month one that you're talking with Isle.
Yeah, where we
Oh,
can,
that's the one I was saying, they're still working that out.
Working
It isn't, remember, this isn't it's not a guarantee, it's not set in stone. It's something that they're trying to work at. That's usually how most sponsorships with big companies go. At least in other municipalities, I can vouch for one in particular, which is my former job, my former employer. They do have, with Memorial, coincidentally, they have, I think it was a 3 or a 5 year deal. Where, you know, they provide for a specific event or events. So that's what we're trying to do as well. You know, and like I said, it makes our job a bit easier.
Yeah.
We don't have to run around as much.
All
But
right.
yeah, they're working on it, guys.
Anything else on sponsorship before we move on? Okay. Move on to item 8, bike rodeo. Any updates from the Grams, really,
Yeah, we're good to go.
for that
Uh,
location?
We're good to go for that location. We actually did a walkthrough.
G slot.
We did a walkthrough with my supervisor. Yeah,
Oh.
Back to the original spot it was in,
oh wow.
Exactly, you got.
across from the gym, basically.
Yeah.
there's,
you got-
yeah, there's an overflow parking,
That's cool.
Behind the hotel.
correct.
Behind the hotel,
Yeah.
where Shula's Hotel used to be.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, let's make believe you walk out of corner 67, the restaurant,
Uh-huh.
sales ahí,
Uh-huh.
you just keep on going,
It's to the right.
and it's to the right, right.
And you can see it from 6-7.
Yeah, you can see it from there. It's gonna be next to the food or the farmer's market.
Oh, it's gonna be during the farmer's market.
Oh wow.
We
So I'm gonna-
planned it
yeah,
accordingly.
So because of that, okay, at least two horses are coming.
Cool.
Entonces, what I wanna do is have them like come up and down the farmer's market. Like, why are these horses here? What the heck is going on? And then that way we can pull people to the event.
Oh, that's cool.
And then, since the farmer market's there and there's food, people
Correct.
from the event can actually go get food and come back.
Absolutely.
we'll need to
Because that's
sell food
probably
at the-
gonna.
We never did, but yeah, you're
No
absolutely right.
way.
Yeah,
Holding the
helping them,
people.
they're helping us.
Well, we need volunteers for that event. No,
And he chiquitico.
Our committee is usually pretty good with it.
Yeah.
We all
it's-
Cause I know, for example, like the bike courses, the police department usually puts it together.
Yeah.
It's intimate, that event is intimate, so there's no need for that.
Yeah, we did that in the past.
Quick, real quick, the setup and the breakdown is piece of cake.
Yeah. I'll
Okay, we have to
probably
take
do
everything
that.
over there. Isn't all our stuff here, Mercy Collins, do we have to take it over there?
There's
The
nothing.
tents and the tables?
I mean,
Take the trailer.
We could put the publicity trailer, the stuff in the publicity trailer, and they haul it over,
And they'll take it over for us.
and that's it,
And then we just set it up there.
yeah.
Yeah, so this is the original spot that this bike rodeo started on. So,
I already spoke to the BMX tricksters, they know where it's at, they know that, that's the new location, they're working. They're working hand in hand with the Grams, I believe, as a matter of fact, Sarah. From the Grams company, last week, they mandó un email. Rob, which is the owner of the BMX tricksters, to send over the insurance, their insurance policy.
Are we gonna close off the area with like cones, the area where they're gonna be performing?
So,
Wasn't it already closed off?
So, yeah, the area is kind of closed off, it's a parking lot.
Okay, okay.
And so that area is gonna be specifically for us,
and it's a lot more space than what we had at Mary
It
Collins.
is, it's very spacious.
More bike riding area.
Are we giving away stuff?
Yes,
So do we have,
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
do we have the raffle tickets and do we have?
we have the raffle
So-
tickets, we got, Officer Amador and I gotta go get the.
Yeah,
bikes.
that's what I was gonna bring up when Mauricio said, we need to do a better job when it comes to the raffles. when it comes to age groups, I think we need to have different bins or something with age numbers and groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last thing, I
What do
don't know
you
if you
mean?
guys
What do you mean?
remember.
So like,
we
for
did,
example,
The tickets.
a
in
girl,
Ziploc.
this
Yeah.
size. That you put in your ticket for that specifically. If you win that, that's what you win, and that's what you get.
Okay,
So girl, this whatever size bike, let's
Yeah.
just say.
so what
Boy,
was,
The
size
past,
bike.
Give me the
we had two
example.
issues in the past. One of the issues was that it was really Mickey Mouse, like how we just did everything. We had like these Ziplocs tied to the bike.
Yeah,
And people would put their tickets in there. I remember one time the wind went and like it was just a problem. So I think this year we should have a table with baskets and
Yeah.
pictures of the bikes.
Pictures of like
And
that.
then people put it there because
or at
last,
least put like the size of the bike and you can put a paper or a
Right.
sign with the size of the
But
bike.
it's so
like-
easy to just take a picture and print it.
and I
on
remember
the
also
copier, and
another
then this is the
problem.
bike that you see over there, but this is the bike.
Another problem we had, and I could be wrong, maybe I'm making this up, but I feel like some people like they put it in for a specific bike. But like, for some reason, we ended up giving them another bike because it was like, yeah. And like then it's an issue because it
Yeah.
mixes and like the girl wants this one and then
Right,
it's
I
like,
wanted to
what's
ask
the
why-
problem? Like,
Can we
and
not
then
do
what are we-
digital? Like, they just scan a QR and take a picture and then just upload it?
I mean, a lot of people's Wi-Fi is probably not.
Yeah, I'd rather just do the tickets.
Yeah, I really comes, it's most reliable to do it.
so, all right, I understand that all that. Are you guys okay with the purchasing of these bikes? We only need 4, is that good, or you guys wanna go 6?
I'd say 6. You do
Do
2
we
kids
have to
bikes,
get bigger
or 4 kids bikes and 2 adult bikes, or do 8, 4 kids and 4 adult bikes. You know what I mean?
So we have the money.
Yeah, I think we should do some adult bikes too. I feel like.
What?
Right, you got the money.
What's the budget?
Like, like.
I'm okay, look, I'm okay with doing 2 little kid bikes, 2 medium size for like teenagers or whatever, and then adult bikes.
Wait, pause, what's the budget for this year? 1,000?
Like, we still have them.
No, we
Listen,
have like 35.
I can't tell you off the top of my head.
It's like 3,000.
I can't tell you off the top of my head.
Are we taking the BMX tricksters?
And these police.
We didn't need it this year. We had enough monies to purchase it.
The BMX tricksters are coming?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to pay for that. That's like, how much is that?
How much spending?
2,500
Adult bikes are like $200.
Not at Walmart.
Yeah, and also-
Kid bikes.
Yeah.
What do you give
And
out
also,
adult bikes?
were they-
What do you?
Yeah.
No,
It's a
we
youth
have
activity
to
stuff.
do adult bikes.
Listen,
Never said
this
donate.
is just a suggestion. You guys make the vote on whatever you wish, but whoever just mentioned it right now, yeah, it is exactly that. It's a children's event. We should keep it as a children's event, but this is why we're here. This is why we make these decisions. If you guys feel that maybe we should do 1 or 2 bikes,
So-
go for it.
If I'm being honest with you, I wouldn't see this as a children's event, this is a family event.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not only kids, it's their parents are there too, their families are there. So in the past, and I know Amador, you've been there in the past too, we've given away adult bikes,
Yes,
we've
yes.
given away kids bikes, we've
Definitely.
given away teenage bikes, like for that size. We've given away just about everything. At one point, we were giving away the ones that go attached to the bike for the kids on the back. Little stroller thing. whatever
Trade,
it is.
for real?
Yeah, we've given one of those
That's
away
pretty
too.
cool.
So,
Where's the money?
Yeah.
This is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's what
no, I'm just.
I think we
I'm
should give
giving
them
you an example.
We do have money.
We have money.
Oh, they buy the bikes? How much do we have?
I don't know if you had overheard Brian ask me, hey, what about Andy? Andy was a former, sponsorship for the.
From the
for this-
police.
For this event.
And these police support.
And it's police.
And last year, and Officer Amador could attest to this, we didn't need it. We had enough funds to purchase that and then some.
Yeah.
Okay, so the BMX, the BMX venue will be taken care of through the monies that we have budgeted for the event. What's left over, lo podemos usar to purchase the
Yeah,
bikes.
how much do we want, how many do you wanna get? How many adult bikes?
That's where
I think
it's-
Two? You want 2 small?
Yeah, 2 small, 2 medium and 2 large, and that's
Yeah.
it.
I think we should prioritize the kids, in my opinion.
But we also, remember, we're giving out helmets to kids. A lot of the parents don't get helmets because they can't fit into them.
Let's do 2 adult bikes for kids.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Two
works.
adults and 4 kids. Because
And the teenagers.
teenage and adult.
Well,
You go out and say to the kids or
If you got a medium sized bike,
Very similar. We have a bike that's for my 14-year-old son and I could ride it.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's big enough, you know what I'm saying? It fits for a teenager or an adult.
So
Yeah.
4 kids, 2 girls, 2 boys, and then
Sure.
the 2 adult bikes.
2 large ones.
So 6 in total?
I'd say so.
The two adult ones, you can make unisex.
We even used to,
Yeah,
we used to raffle off toys.
Just make them all unisex.
Just so you're aware, this is ago, we used to raffle off toys.
That was the issue. Remember that we had an issue trying to find unisex?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was the issue, but
You know?
We even used to raffle toys.
the way.
Ariana remembers those days.
What
We
are
used to
some-
raffle off everything. We could raffle off a leaf, we
I mean,
raffle
you
off a
can
leaf.
you can buy some toys at the dollar store.
But-
No, I'm serious.
But no, I'm being serious, we used to raffle off toys, we just, Andy's Police Supply, when Andy's Police Supply is sponsored, he would give us toys, he'd give us bikes, he'd give us a lot of different.
You could raffle also like things relevant to bicycling, like
Correct.
water bottles,
Correct.
Oh, that's cute.
little bells.
Let's not fight, maybe I-
Guys, what I'll do is I'll go and check out the prices for these bikes. Again, well within budget, and if we have leftover, which we did last year, I can purchase, this is what, and stop me if I'm wrong, you guys wanted to, raffle off like, hats and,
You do a crazy helmet, like a funny kid
Okay.
helmet, like.
somebody mentioned something else that we can raffle off, what was it?
Water bottle.
Water, like squeezies and stuff like
You're
that.
gonna do the little clown horns for the bike.
Maybe not a Stanley, but like a hydro
To
flask.
the bell.
Sure.
We could do like a hydro flask.
That's expensive. We go cheap.
That's what I'm saying, like maybe not a Stanley, but.
The Dollar Trees are friend.
Wait, are they in dollar store?
Right.
Are we doing a bike ride or no?
No.
Oh, no bike
No,
ride?
right, right. No, because to focus on the
Yeah,
event.
that was something that was voted upon, that they wanted
Yeah.
to X out the bike ride for this year.
Correct.
So should we change the name to
Yeah.
bike rodeo,
Bike
but
rodeo.
safety day?
No, bike rodeo
Okay.
is a trademark.
Sorry.
And that thing has been around for over 25 years. We are not taking that name
So
away.
like, what are we gonna be doing as an event?
You can bring your bike
Yeah.
and then do like a little
Not-
safety.
it goes on its own.
Yeah, it goes on its own.
Just so you're aware, the bike rodeo itself, we changed the bike rodeo and safety day a few years ago. But you don't wanna get rid of that bike rodeo because that has
They
been
have
here for over
the kiosks where
25
they go
years.
and people find fun.
We're giving them.
Yeah, we're giving them that event.
This is the second.
So,
one we got.
Bike ride was specifically made at one point, more so for, I mean, kids could get on it too, but it also kind of give the adults something else.
Yeah.
Right.
Were we able to get the helicopter?
The helicopter, they know that the helicopter is ours and that nobody can take it away from us. Because last year, it was gonna go to some event that was like a huge event, and we're like, no, it's gotta, because of that, the bike rodeo's been around for 25 years. And like the town always gets the helicopter, so the helicopter is,
Did we ever look into, do they still do the motorcycle things?
no, they're not doing that anymore.
That's crazy. We used to have it at the.
Yeah, that was awesome, yeah. Motorcycle.
Rob, they don't, does,
When I spoke to, Rios, and he said that it's a possibility. There's a lot of stuff that it's a
Have we
possibility.
the fire?
There is a lot of stuff.
We want them there.
It's over the whole thing. We're gonna try it.
They were there
That's
last
something
night.
we have to have stuff.
there was a benevolent up there.
Like, something like this, you work and done.
Pretty cool. Oh yeah, Robert, real quick question, does PD do, any, demonstrations with canines or no?
They used to.
Well, they're trying to get away from that too,
Okay,
and it's the comfort dogs, which we'll have.
oh, okay, but I'm talking about the one where an officer could put on the, strap on.
I think we should bring that
We
back.
did, because I did it a couple times
We should bring it back.
like rodeo, remember, I don't remember. you-
But it's not that you guys are trying, it's not that, it's just something that you're just trying to stay away from altogether.
Yeah, altogether, yeah,
Okay.
for liability, or, you know,
Understood.
nothing that I heard of, nothing happened. But still,
So what's
people
the,
are using lawyers to complain about stuff that.
what's the
never
day
happened.
this evening?
Is that robotic
September
dog going on
26th? No, the 28th.
Yeah.
26th is
Yeah, that's the
Halloween.
bomb.
Is Halloween?
October 26th.
That'll be like more to showcase it, yeah.
Through the chair,
I try to get every.
did we ever talk about bringing out, the adoption thing? The dog.
Yeah, I
adoption?
talked about it last time, but I don't think we ever went through with it.
I spoke, I called them, I emailed them, I finally ended up getting an email, they said that it's not a suitable environment for dogs, especially if they're gonna be outside.
It's too hot. It's too hot.
But
That's
aren't
okay.
those vans always?
Yeah, they're air
outside?
We
conditioned.
can do that for Christmas, for the Christmas one, we could do that, you know, how kids wanna get dogs for Christmas?
Sure.
That's
Do you want to try anything? You want me to try again?
Try again for Christmas, but Christmas, it'll be here at the park and it won't be tan caliente, yeah.
So we'll be,
The parents will love
No
it.
chicken.
so we'll be getting.
Yeah.
getting water.
They'll never come back.
Water, yeah, we'll provide water bottles and that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's as far as it goes.
Yeah, because we also don't want to compete with the farmers market.
That's true. We don't want to take away from them. If they're hungry, they're thirsty, they want something other than water, they can walk to the farm.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Okay, what time do we have to be there for this event? Brian, ¿a qué hora que iban? What time are we doing today?
What time is it starting?
8:30,
8:30.
you guys,
We can show up
us,
at
us.
8:30.
You will not see me there.
8:30.
The event,
I won't be there till later.
the event doesn't start till 10. It's from 10 to 1:30.
So
Like when else?
9:30, we can show up at 9:30. Okay, thank you so much.
Mariana, are you going?
You're not going? Okay, okay.
I won't be there till 1.
I'm
Did
out
that
of
before.
town.
The date, the 28th.
The 28th of September,
Saturday I work that day.
We'll be
Yeah.
on it for
I'll be there.
That's the same with Halloween. I won't be there till later.
Anybody else won't be there?
So 9:30.
All I need is
8:30, 8:30.
8:30, just to make sure that everything is set up correctly, even though there's not much of a setup, basically all we're really doing are
This
tents.
one trying to get out of it.
9
already.
a.m.
Ooh,
Who do you think? The one that always tries to get out of it.
I would show up. Oh, you're fine. Okay, 8:30, fine.
That's true, I got a defense hold on that. You can
Thank
show up.
you.
She's always there, bro.
Thank you.
I'm always there. I don't know what's wrong with you. This is the first one I missed. Wait, the first event I missed.
So your girlfriend, brother?
Siempre la tía.
The half
la
birthday, the
birthday.
quarter.
Wait, they act like I missed it. Although I wasn't that missed it, but it's okay, every- I missed one event, it's the end of the world.
It's called social Darwinism.
Alright, anything else with bike rodeos right now?
Oh, so what time it is? I'm sorry, what time it is?
1:30.
1:30.
Well, yo, sorry, that's a lot of
Is
hours.
this like film?
You get ready for Halloween.
Promote it?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a
Halloween
big
is-
video of this and.
That's the
promote it
town,
for
I
the
don't know.
future.
I'm sorry?
That's how, it's how the people, the photographer and all that.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
The town.
The gentleman, I don't even know, the gentleman that was here, he's the photographer.
Oh, okay.
He's
And the
so
videographer.
He's super nice.
Oh, so they, so check with the photographer.
One is more. So you'll be taking pictures for us for the town. We'll talk about it.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
It's the next.
Alright, we move on to item 9, Halloween. It's gonna be on October 26th, the Saturday. Hope to see everyone there. I know people have homecoming
Point of
wherever they.
personal privilege, for the record, I will be attending the setup days before, whatever it may be, I will not be attending the day of. Cause it's my school's homecoming dance,
That's
so.
not a good look.
No, that's understandable, that's not the first time that we've done it.
Joins the committee, misses the biggest, you know.
But Haley, you're coming to help us, right?
Yes, I will be there all day and.
Even though it's homecoming for, yeah, all of Barbara, and I'll be teacher too, and I'll be there.
I'd like to briefly note before I forget, it is extremely important, particularly for students in a particular school. I'm still trying to speak with one of their counselors. With regards to community service hours, they were very,
Oh, boy.
they were very negative
Good luck.
about receiving X amount of hours. And somebody told me that this isn't a town problem, it's more of a school problem.
Yes.
It is.
And I understand, I'm still going to try and see if I can remedy this, okay? Cause it's not fair, this is just an example, let's say Diane goes to Mara Lakes and he's an HML. And they get the bulk of this event because their schools allow it. But then Haley goes to that particular school and she can't do it because they don't allow it. And I don't think it's fair. I think it should be fair throughout all schools, so
We control the hours, they shouldn't have
Yeah,
any say in
I
that
have-
respectfully.
So,
I'm gonna try, I'm still gonna try.
like it,
If you need any help with that, I'm here.
Like I mentioned last time, I think that the way we should do it is that on the paper, excuse me, on the paper, what we put is. This student attended the event, like the whole month of October, this amount of hours each day. And justify the amount of hours, cause the issue is that what they're telling us at my school, Barbara Bowman, just for the record. is that it has to be counted by hour. So if you were there 1 hour,
That's what you get?
it's 1 hour. So I think the best way to remedy the situation is just say, the kids were there 30 days straight, they have no way of checking that. And
Chair,
No,
let's handle this. I got some folks, well, let's just talk to some people. I don't.
He knows somebody.
I'm not necessarily. It's a specific problem, I mean. Can you blame them, I guess, I mean, technically, over the years, the hours have just gone out of hand with everybody in the sense that. Technically, if
He's
you,
got the ring, kiss the ring, see?
I
Kiss the
know,
ring.
it's like a golf
if you think
ball.
about it, you know, like, an hour is an hour, but maybe, I think let's talk to the.
That's fine, that's perfect, like I said, myself, I'm still trying
Yeah.
to speak with them. What I don't understand is. Where did it start? Because back then, the hours were still somewhat ridiculous.
Oh,
They were getting
they were
there.
150.
Yeah.
So, I
We
want
actually
to know
lowered
the
the hours.
I want to know the problems.
I advise the committee to talk to the, to the school board student representative.
yeah, I mean,
To
Um,
bring up the situation where
Why don't you, and listen, hey, there's some good leadership in this committee. Really good leadership.
I'll yell at whoever.
Do what you have to do. Speak your mind, say what you have to say.
I'll send,
You're a police officer.
I'll send some emails for good purposes.
There you go.
I'll send some emails.
Yeah, man, no, seriously.
I don't think emails are really gonna do it.
No,
Like,
emails-
I'm
emails
so
are
good, but
really
they don't
good.
check it. I don't think we should do emails. I think it would be better talking in person to really explain, cause a lot of things get lost in translation.
Let's handle it,
Yeah,
behind the
definitely,
scenes.
behind the scenes. I agree.
You don't have to.
Okay,
No,
The
no, not me.
Godfather, the
I'll talk to her,
Godfather.
I'll talk to her. We'll
that's
talk.
fine, but yeah, no, let's see what we can do, man, because I just don't find it fair. I really don't. And at the end of the day, who ends up getting hurt are the students.
I know,
Mm.
it's not right.
Yeah.
It isn't. So
That event takes a lot of work, an extreme amount of work.
Yeah. maybe we should have the counselor come through and help us for 6 hours straight.
I'm not gonna work close. I digress.
For free. In the heat.
I digress.
Or they should go to all the meetings and the events,
Ooh.
have them watch
Sure.
everything.
Sure.
Maybe we just have multiple, like 10 different meeting days and give them pizza.
What?
Also, an FYI, guys, for Halloween, this is extremely important, I need everybody to be on the same page with this, so please pay attention.
Oh.
It is election month,
Oh, Lord.
okay?
Oh, so a day's gonna be crazy.
Oh,
Keep in mind, no, the election day is November 5th, Tuesday, November 5th. However, the 2 weeks
Early voting.
is early voting, that means that all the machinery is going to be in room 1 and 2.
So we need extra police there.
Yeah,
Because of what happened last year.
That's fine, no, we did, we.
A lot of extra police. In that area from the
Well, let's see
crazy.
how
one.
many volunteers we get. I don't know.
Oh, boy.
I'm sure we get the other schools that
Is,
don't have their.
is it
phones.
still voting there?
Yeah,
There is gonna be voting in
There
that
is.
location.
Up until, I think,
Our
6
kids are not
or
going
5.
because it's homecoming.
Yeah, they're not.
Say it again?
Our kids, at my school aren't even gonna go because it's homecoming.
Yeah.
So you don't even count on my kids going.
Okay.
Count on the other schools.
No, that's fine, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'll-
I'm without.
I'll push for it.
We usually get more from
I'll
extra
push for
police.
It's the same day as homecoming. Amy and I will be there. but we'll-
No, I'll ask
Either way, we
like,
get more
if you
information
want
on
me
what
to
we're
go,
doing, so it's not a big deal.
This is.
Yeah,
the
we have a
event
lot
you
of
can attend.
Matter.
I'll be honest with you. Same with Matter, we got more than, in Matter, from Matter than your school. So
Really?
it's nothing that's true. I'm giving you guys credit, I don't like HMO, I'm giving you guys credit.
They're diminishing.
Oh, that's another thing,
I'm just wondering, like.
So, real quick, Brian,
You're good.
real quick off topic. Have you received any email from the Veterans Committee?
About which issue?
No, about the-
I get a lot of
No,
emails.
about the flag.
They
about-
canceled that event.
They did?
They
Yes, they
canceled
did.
it, and
They give
they
it
are
to
not
us.
doing it now, they're doing it on 9/11. For the first time ever, instead of putting up the flags, which the community is used to going around, seeing the flags, we can pay homage to the people that passed away. Kids can actually go up, see the flag, stand next to
Volunteer
the
to
flag,
put it.
pray next to the flag, whatever you wanna do, we can't do that anymore. They're not doing that, they're just gonna have a nice little, a quiet little event here, I guess at the town. And that's it, even though the kids were the ones that did all the work, the kids were the ones that I was there, out there with them, sweating in the rain, putting the flags on the
Point
floor.
of inquiry,
I don't,
would we be able to take on that project?
What?
no, it's a veteran.
That's
committee.
veterans.
It's a veteran
flag?
Can't
It's
take
not
on
the
a
It's a
veteran.
veteran, it's a veteran base.
We can work with
Oh, yeah.
veterans, but that's about
Wait,
it.
it's not, isn't it not on our budget, like it's gonna go before, so we can't add it to.
We could, so we
Oh, public
can
safety
work,
took it on?
we can.
Also, the veterans dropped it,
Yeah.
it's
It's
not
a
public safety.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah,
the
you're not gonna-
How you gonna do it?
It's public safety that does it?
Yeah.
I could talk to Nancy and we can work in conjunction with her because she will take our help if we.
Yeah.
The main thing that they were talking about was that they wanted to do it on September 11th. On September
Which
11th,
is a Wednesday.
which is a Wednesday. So what's happening is during the week,
So we done.
and you gotta have like the kids come out.
We always do it on the
Uh,
Saturday before, we've always done it the Saturday
Yes,
before.
yes, but they were saying that they wanna start doing it on the day of, because that's the day
Correct.
that it happened, and you know, they wanna do. Like, there's a lot of
We
other places that are doing it on that day too, and they wanna do it on that day. And then for the kids, it's harder because you gotta get them out on this school day, and then they're not gonna come out on that day in the
But
morning.
that's why they're not gonna do it.
That
That was
makes sense
part of
because
why
when
they didn't
it
want it.
always felt, no,
It
the
always fell on a
flags, the
Saturday.
flags were always were put up the Saturday before and taken down the Saturday
Saturday.
after. And even if 9/11 fell during the week, they had their commemorative event at the park with the adults there on a weekday.
Mhm.
But at least the kids put up the flag and the flags were up for 2 weeks for the community to enjoy. Not a flag.
I also, yeah, I have to.
Yeah, they voted,
Also, it's
You
already
know,
done.
like
so
they
it's
wanted
done.
like that, like,
Gone.
and then the veterans said, listen, you know, it's more like a public safety type thing because it's police and fire. Not really a veterans thing, so they wanted to give it to them,
I'll
and
bring
then
that up to the.
they kind of, public safety took it, but they're piggybacking off of what, the town suggested, which was to do it here. So a lot of things happen.
It's
to
an
get- to
it's an
get there.
election year. So if we have people pushing for this on the council, you know, if you talk to them, it'll look very good. Just putting it out there.
Yeah, I could care less whether you're running or not. I don't care about elections, just, this is a whole moral thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, but morally
Right.
speaking, I'm
Have
saying.
a memorial.
Yeah, but
But
I'm
he's
just
right,
saying,
that stuff does push.
it does, I'm just saying, you have to look at it from every standpoint.
All right,
If it's. not-
going back on topic, please, though. I'm sorry to interrupt you. This is very off topic. Going back to the agenda. We can talk about this at another meeting if we have to, because I could talk to Nancy and I could talk to see if we could go in conjunction with it.
So yeah, and just to let you guys know, keep in mind, please, that rooms 1 and 2 will not be available, so we cannot set up the way we used to
Do we have three?
with the classrooms. The best room available for something like that would be 4. That's the only other room we have available. It's the bigger of the 2 smaller rooms. So just keep that in mind.
When are we gonna set
I have a
the date, the
question for
dates
you.
for the, Brian, the dates for the meetings prior to the event, you know, how you meet with the volunteers, are you gonna set those dates in the September meeting, or are we sending those?
We'll
dates
probably
in
set them,
September?
we can set them
September
today.
meeting? The September meeting or the-
Oh, yeah, I set them, yeah, I set them in September.
September?
But really quick, can we? So there's a lot of offices next to the park that are not being used. A lot of the times are empty. Trust me, I know, because I work in that building. Across from the park, you know, behind the parking in the back. Can we talk to the Grams to see if we can use one of those spaces if there's any available
Good idea. So put
Put
it all
it
of the
in the community
all the
center.
stuff that we need.
to use all of it, to just store?
Put everything on
But
storage.
keep in mind, you're walking away from the facility. It's further away.
I mean, it's right next door.
Oh, are you talking about the
The office buildings that are literally
Right,
empty
right,
spaces, there's nothing in it.
the office building?
With the council.
Where the, no.
No, right,
No,
literally
no,
right
no,
next
no,
door.
right where the, behind the picnic table.
Behind the
The
pavilion.
pavilions, right behind the pavilions, that's why I said,
Well, it doesn't hurt to ask.
yeah.
Doesn't hurt to. I can tell you this, the building in between the park and CVS where the Boy Scouts were, that's vacant.
If they could,
We can
use
use that
that,
one.
isn't that owned by the Grams too?
I believe so.
If it is, ask them. If we
Any
can use
building we
that.
can use would be great, where we're not in the voting building, so that we can.
Yeah.
So we can have our stuff somewhere else and not have to deal with that mess.
You're there.
Yeah.
I'll-
You know what, that's a good idea, guys. I'll bring that up.
Facility that we could use around.
I'll bring that up.
That's a great idea.
Rob, if it's okay with you, then I'll send an email tomorrow to Andrea and I'll CC you. You know,
Yeah,
exactly.
For safety.
But going off of this event with Halloween, just a heads up. because it is an election year, you are not to be there. I don't care if you're working for any elections or any campaigns, you cannot be there with a campaign shirt.
They don't allow it.
They do not allow it. Especially the town. I'm not talking about the elections department, I'm talking about the town.
Yeah, that's against something.
Yeah.
It's also
That
on the positive.
That is a campaign shirt. You cannot allow it to our meetings next time. Just a heads up. But, so no campaigning. If you're gonna be there, you're gonna be there. I don't wanna see people leaving to go campaign and coming back and leaving to go campaign and coming back. You're either there or you're not. A few other things, I won't be there till later in the day there, and I won't be there the whole night because I do work the day and the next day at 3 AM.
It's unacceptable.
Oh, well. Too bad. At least I'll be here. I'm still here right now.
Okay.
I'll be there October 26th.
You still miss it? Like,
No,
on
no, no,
purpose
no,
again?
no, I'm there, I'm there,
Okay.
I'm there.
I'm not-
Just a heads up, just so for our volunteers. That day is an ACT test date. So any volunteers who are taking the ACT, that's from like
That's
7
fine.
to
Yeah, I had
12.
I
That's
had it
normal.
with mine.
That's normal. They could come after. We've done that before, where they have testing and they come after.
Son,
Just a heads up, if this event does get canceled because of any weather or anything, it would be moved to Thursday, the 31st. Right? Yeah, next Halloween, which I wish we would have done it on the 31st, but it's a
Yeah.
Thursday. Next year, we should be on a Friday, I'm pretty sure, but.
Mhm.
And sometimes if it is on a Friday, we usually move it to the Friday and set up like crazy people.
I think the US, the US should,
You are.
the very next day of Halloween. should,
Stay here.
Better.
Okay.
well, the kids are out, they're out and about, they're, you know,
In 2025,
there's
Halloween,
fight, they're all over the place. they're
Halloween.
eating candy.
Next, on 2025, Halloween lands on a Friday, so. Maybe we could have our event on a Friday. I'm okay with doing it on a Friday because. Honestly, we've done it before where we set up as much as we can, as soon as the students get out of school, it's all. Going.
No,
And I think it's
that's-
better, it's like they go from school just straight to.
Absolutely.
Something.
Absolutely.
But we need to start figuring out when we're gonna start asking for volunteers. I think we should start already soon, maybe by the next meeting.
Absolutely, agree.
We need volunteers, we need people. And then are we starting to order stuff and put stuff on hold at least?
Not yet, I have
Our
to wait,
vendors?
I have to wait till at least mid-September to start making that.
Okay. Perfect. Anything else on Halloween? It's-
Remind me again, you still need candy, right? I do candy drive or I don't do?
So that'll be fantastic.
Okay, let's,
Alright.
let's say we'll take it on.
Let's do it.
We're gonna-
By the
And
way,
NHS.
for the record, Angelica said she'll be there till 5 that day. It's a homecoming.
Oh, she has homecoming too. Oh,
Yeah, she's a
tonight.
gator.
A gay.
I'll bring some.
Well, chomp chomp.
We did our budget.
Right?
Oh.
I went to the bougie school. I went to the bougie school.
Oh.
That's like, all the bougie schools, that's like.
It's a long. Hey. So yeah, I think we're good on Halloween.
Yeah.
We'll go into more detail, a lot more detail next meeting, and we're gonna push a lot through. And if we need to, just bear in mind, before Halloween is the time of the year that we start calling emergency meetings. So keep that in mind if we have emergency meetings, I'm gonna call that, it's at least 24 hours, or 48 hours in advance, something like that.
Has to be.
48 hours in advance. You guys will probably know ahead of time, but I may just call one just in case if something happens and we need to vote on.
The day of, we start at what time?
I think we changed it to like 12-ish.
What,
Noonish, the
No.
day of the event, the
Right.
Saturday.
for Halloween?
It's like a one time.
Well, the event itself is from 6 to 10.
Yeah, I think we talked about noonish.
Yeah, if 12:30 to 5:30, I think that's plenty of time.
Well, that gives me time to get there.
At least like 5 hours.
It's like,
I think
I
you're
don't
not
like
gonna
to
go
talk
out.
I can figure something out.
I think you can be there
I
for
can
12 hours,
show.
you know, I mean, cause girls go do their hair and nails.
No,
you
I
don't have to
can,
worry about that.
I can figure
I think you
it
could
out.
be there from
Yeah,
12
yeah,
to
yeah.
5, yeah. You gotta do it. I don't think it takes 5
No,
hours.
it's.
He has to put on his
Tirarte
makeup.
suit, that's it. All you gotta do is put on the suit. and-
Por eso, so from 12 to 5, you can be out there sweating with us.
Yeah, I'll be with you guys.
So that's fine.
Oh, we sweat.
So if you were complaining about bike rodeo, be prepared for Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the one or two.
For the record, I was not complaining, I said a lot of.
Okay, we'll move on to item 9A.
Okay, so, I just wanted to see the possibility of this being done and, just the general support of the board overall. So I wanted to create a volunteer database, mainly going through, if possible, through the communications department, if not. Just if we could do it in some sort of way, where we would store volunteers' names, emails, and phone numbers.
I can tell you right now, that's not gonna happen.
Illegal.
It's
Why is it?
illegal.
But what if
First
they,
of all,
what if
this
they
is a-
agree to
so-
it?
This is a public town, a city, a government organization. It's illegal to keep children's information on record like that,
Yeah.
unless they're over 18. I can tell you right now, that's not gonna happen. We've tried that in the past. There's a reason the kids are not on email lists for the town.
Doesn't need, it was new to me, which is fine.
Right, but
No, it's against the law.
Yeah.
But when it comes to volunteers, again, we mainly attract the youth to come out and help us out.
Mhm.
But when it comes to the idea behind the volunteer database, what I'm saying is if there's a way, I guess the legal, like 18 or above, where we could reach out to people, I know the town also has like a lot of people's information. Where when we have these events, we could just reach out to people or just direct like the communications department to tell them that we need volunteers. And they could just send an email out, like that costs.
They do that
nothing.
already.
Yeah.
For volunteers?
Yes,
Yeah.
We send out emails to pass.
The YTF, I've never received one.
yeah, we do it too. I do it too. I have something called Remind Me with over 300, 500 volunteers on it that have joined over the years, and I send out a
Yeah,
message every time we have a.
it usually goes through, we usually go through Eventbrite. And then in Eventbrite, when you sign up. The emails, the emails are there.
Yeah,
I'm
we
allowed
just
to
can't
send an
keep it on
email,
the
it's a
town.
mass, yeah, but we just can't, but that's usually how it goes. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah, we already have we send out mass emails to volunteers already.
And don't you have a little thing like
Remind.
that? Yeah, that's still texting, right?
Yeah, I
Right.
still receive the text.
That's not done by the town, so that's why I'm allowed to do this.
Right.
And that's the kids consensually joining a chat. And I just want to, it's not required to do it.
That's an actor.
Yeah.
Reminder.
Okay.
And they can message me, but I ignore them all. Cause it's like 400 messages every time I send out a text.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And a lot of them are questions that I don't know how to answer.
Oh.
For the same question over and over.
Bro,
Yeah.
I just copy and paste the whole time. I go, please email Ernie, and I put his email.
I have no choice, I have to respond.
Also, when it comes to that, is there a way that like, I know that sometimes it takes time, like, to decide times, dates, et cetera. Is there a way that we could work with intergovernmental to send stuff out or no? That's like completely.
That would take forever, and so remember affairs, like, that would actually take.
It's easier for us to just.
Yeah.
And trust me, a lot of the things with these databases are, you have to remember, we're going for high school volunteers.
Mhm.
That day.
Right, we're not looking for like,
It would only work
Random
for
hours.
4 years. So it doesn't really work, and I think once they turn 18, it's a whole different thing too with us.
Well, no, if.
Oh, that's true, you could be in high school.
If
yeah.
you're 18, but you're in high school, you're.
But then you're about to graduate, so you won't be
Yeah.
here next year, so there's kind of like no point.
Yeah.
Respect-
And usually a lot of the times, believe it or not, we have a lot of seniors, mainly seniors, just trying to get their hours.
Yeah.
My final hours.
So I wouldn't even go through that trouble of trying to do a database or anything. I would just do how we normally do, where we blast it out to the schools, we invite the different schools, they put it everywhere they want. They post it on social media, or the town post it on social media, we do our Eventbrite stuff, I do my Remind stuff, and we do it like that. And every year we've gotten way more volunteers than we technically need. So, cause I'm sure if we asked for 300 volunteers, we could get 300 volunteers like this, we'd be.
I think that-
Through the chair, can we try to make sure our new committee members have their shirts by the event?
That's my bad, guys. I, as a matter of fact, I think I have it in the back of my car. When,
Do you have the shirts on
yeah,
you? Oh,
He's like a traveling store, bro.
yeah, well, I can't, yo, leave the shirts over in my house, in my office? They'll be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the radios. That's why we have our
No,
radios.
never again, no.
Our
Thank
radios
you,
are
Rob.
hidden.
Yes, and they're all charged and ready to go.
Thank you. No,
And
no,
numbered
no,
and all that good stuff.
bro, you have no idea, bro.
We have to hide our radios, hide our shirts.
Yeah, I'll check. I should have the shirts in the back of my car.
Perfect. Anything else on 9A? Then move on to 9B, words.
thanks. So through the chair, As I remember it correctly, I think. We obviously thought of doing this award at the state of the town. We just did that one exception to get it started for the first year, but considering the state of the town is coming up in October. I'd like to, get started with that process again. I know we just went through it, but this will be the only year that they're back to back. And then from now on, it's gonna be yearly in October. So, I'll send you the application again, Ernie. I know the town now with the new website, like they have a bunch of cool stuff of doing things online. And if we could just have the application be online, and then this would be for the class of 2025. And we'll keep the application the same. And then, I can speak to the mayor's office and ask if we can present it at the state of the town. We'll just order the plaque again, and we'll do that. And then we'll open it up and we'll have students in the community apply and we'll make the decision like we did last time.
Were there any issues, Maurice, when you did that evening, when you gave the plaque?
At the education award,
No issues there, right? That was good?
Just the only thing I ask is that you invite the rest of the committee, please,
so what happened there was,
especially the chair.
what happened there was, the committee was not happy about the fact that they were happy to do it, but keep in mind that they're paying for the food
I
for
wasn't-
everybody.
I would
Yeah, that's fine, but that's not the point of what I'm
I got
saying.
you.
The point of what I'm saying is that the committee told us, that's fine, you can do your little award and we can invite the girl and the parents, but you're not bringing the committee. And we said, fine, Pilar and I go to that event anyways, because we serve on that committee. And that's just how the process went along.
I don't have a problem with that, as long as we have somebody
Right,
from
Right
here.
here.
The
So-
point is that we don't wanna do it at that event anymore.
Yeah.
The idea is to do it at the.
I get
state
it,
of
but
town.
at the end of the day, what my problem is that wasn't what the committee wanted. Our committee did not want that. At the
No,
end
that's
of
what
the
we
day,
voted on.
We didn't
We
vote,
voted on doing one presentation
I
there
understand,
and
but
then.
we didn't vote on the rest of the committee not being able to go. It
I
was for
think-
the whole committee to be there and present this award. This was our first time doing it as a committee, and our committee should have been there for it.
But I don't think the committee voted necessarily to be there either. So I think maybe,
But
I feel you
get
could
what I
call
mean?
the other chair and
That's
ask him why, as a courtesy, chair to chair, they didn't invite you. I agree. I think that's really rude of them. I mean,
It was out of our control.
Yeah.
Out of
really.
our control.
yeah.
Then I don't think we should work with them anymore, because that's
Well,
not right.
Chair.
If it was something that, believe it or not, if it was something that every chair that has come to our committee for something, we invite them to whatever they wanna do with us.
Brian.
I just
So
wanna say,
I'm not saying offense to me, I'm saying it for the rest of the committee, and I know Arnie's on my side about this too.
Brian, I'm the new chair.
Okay,
We're going to the event. We're going to the event. I mean, no, that's why TF will be, I'm not in it.
We're not doing that anyway.
I wanna, if you wanna do
What am I
it, you
wrong?
own it.
You're not wrong, but you know what the problem is, B, that you're expecting kindness from others when you're giving kindness, you know what I'm saying? You can't expect that, not everybody's gonna scratch your back.
Then at the end of the day, once if they would have said that, if I was in your committee and they would have said that to me, that the rest of the committee that was doing the award would have done, can't be there, I would have said no, thank you. And I would have rather just done it at the town meeting.
Point of it, would we not be able to then take on some of the financial burden and co-sponsor the event as well?
We're not doing it already,
No.
guys.
That's it.
Okay, guys.
I think
I probably
everybody
have a
lost.
motion.
So we're not
Go
gonna
ahead,
do
Chair,
that.
real quick. So let's talk about the award. The award, the purpose is to be given at the state of the town.
Yeah.
There was a one-time initial exception because we were already too late, the state of the town had passed.
Correct.
And the only other event where we could come up to do it was at the educational award ceremonies. That was a one-time thing. That's not gonna happen anymore.
Gotcha.
So let's focus on the future.
That's fine.
We wanna give out the award in October. So I'm just asking that we start that process. I'd like to set a date with the committee to make applications due and let's stick to it. So I'm thinking, I'm not sure when the state of the town is. Let me pull it up, but I know it's in October. And our meeting in September is on the 19th.
Mhm.
So maybe let's make applications due on the 16th of September. So that way they're all in and we can get them organized to
Mhm.
review on the
But
19th.
here's the problem,
Less than
here's
a
the
month.
problem with this, we already did it, and we don't have a budget approved for the next one. We cannot do it again. That was when I originally had said, wait until the next state of the town to do it instead of doing it so early before. Now we have to wait till the next year to do it at the state of the town. unless we get someone to
The
sponsor it.
budget resets October first, and this event is after October first, so we'll
That's
just
the
purchase it
thing,
after.
now the town has to approve us putting out the applications and everything. So we have to talk to the town about that, because it's before the budget.
Maurice,
That's the only
Maurice,
problem.
make sure that when you decide. to
I'm
move
just
forward-
letting you know, there's a lot of logistics now.
When you decide to move forward with this, just make sure you copy John,
I'm okay with it though.
Jonathan Gill, he's the one who kind of helped you out
Yeah.
with the
Correct.
process, right?
I don't think this whole budget thing is a problem, if we can just, if you could just, Ernie, I think if the committee voted on it, it's good to go, we've done it before. If we could just get it on the website, and then we'll handle anything else as it comes up.
Yeah, I'm okay with doing it though. We just have to jump through the
Let's
right.
rock and roll.
And what's the financial burden? Cause
$50
we could, I think, we,
for a plaque, to buy a plaque.
No, it was more than 50.
It was
$100,
yeah.
$100
We
to
can-
buy the.
we could get in contact with, like, we could ask the mayor or any council member and see if they're willing, they get stipends. So we can ask them and see if they're willing to pay for it.
I think we can pay for it, if not,
Yeah.
my organization will cover it. We're good, we'll find a way, I don't think there's gonna be an issue with the town budget, but if any issues come up, I propose we address them as they do, but I don't think they will.
That's fine, that's fine. Let's rock and roll with that.
Quick question, is it a scholarship though? Or no?
So we do, depending on if someone, we did last
We
year,
gotta
we gave
sponsor.
her money last year. We did give her money last year.
I don't think we did,
So what are the logistics of
They don't give her money.
getting the plaque? Who's buying
No, we
it?
got your back.
we tried, but we couldn't.
I want more.
Yeah, that's what it was. We tried it and we couldn't.
So what are the logistics for like the plaque? Do we, like, who purchases?
We do.
We.
Ernie does.
Okay.
Yeah.
If there is a problem, we'll try to be around it if needed.
How many calls they had to?
There you go. That's it.
All right, anything else on the award for tonight? No, we'll move on to item 10 announcements. Does anyone have announcements?
I have an announcement, but I also wanna talk about, real quick, the winter or
Yeah,
the,
hold-
like movies at the park where I don't know if the.
You wanna make a, if you make a motion, you could just,
Yeah, to motion to, what are we gonna call it, or we don't know,
Um,
whatever we do. in the
Holiday,
television.
no, holiday festival.
it'll be 9C Holiday Festival. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second.
Okay.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any
What's it gonna be called again?
The holiday festival,
Holiday festival?
yes.
Why can't it be the Christmas one?
So,
No,
It can be Christmas.
Because you have to do other.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then we'll do
because
the.
even
not
though it is a
a
Christmas
lot of
event,
religion.
we have to be politically correct.
Yes.
That's the real reason. why,
This
Because it
we
is
are
a
with the-
Christmas and it's the birth of Jesus Christ.
We are with the economy lakes.
Like, I don't.
It doesn't matter.
it
Why
does.
can't it be?
Yes,
It does, it does, but it does matter.
We got people with multiple religions and multiple faiths in our community, so we have to have it as a
We
holiday.
are with the economy.
Just to clarify, I don't think there's a problem with it being called Christmas, I just think the committee feels as a
Correct.
whole that we just wanna call it holiday to be inclusive, like, if we would wanna call it Christmas,
We
we
got-
don't have a problem with it, but
Again, speak for
Yeah, 'cause it's a
yourself.
Christmas
I don't
event.
agree with the fact that it should be called the holiday.
I'll move to call it the holiday. event.
I'm okay with that too.
Second.
We have a motion and a sec, wait, we wanna make a spec, like an actual name.
Yeah.
What
I
the
know.
fuck?
I know.
Miami Lakes holiday extravaganza.
So here was the problem.
We can come up with.
We cannot have anything that was like a farmer's market type of thing. So I think festival is fun.
Holiday festival,
And Miami Lakes Holiday Festival,
I like
Yeah.
that, I like that, powered by.
which I think we already voted on.
We did, I know we did.
We already named it.
Okay, that's very nice.
Yeah, that's
Was it like winter?
You don't wanna say anything, but yeah.
It was winter.
It's like Winter Fest.
No,
No, we named it. I think it's called Winter Festival. It used to be Winter Fest and we changed it to Holiday Festival.
No, there's holiday festival.
Okay.
I just have to make a point. I think, again, I just have to make a point. I think it's, again, I think it's just a little hypocritical that we say that it's about including other faiths when the town does sponsor an event that has the word Easter in it. I don't
It's
think.
not called Easter.
It's called Spring Fest.
Yeah.
We don't call it.
And who
Easter.
sponsors that? We.
Us.
Why did we change the name?
We never-
It's
It's
Oh,
out.
the council actually had a whole issue about that when, and I think it was two council meetings ago.
And it never says Easter egg hunt, it just says egg
Okay.
hunt.
It's a-
Yeah.
I'm not,
Easter's
I'm
not-
not talking about the details, I'm saying that 2 or 3 council meetings ago, actually. You could look at the past agendas. Mayor Manny said, passed a bill, of the resolution, it was 4-3 actually, it passed by a slim margin. Where they're allowing religious institutions to sponsor events in the town.
That's true.
And that's
So,
something that happened because we asked for them to do that because we wanted to work with the church.
Correct, which
Okay, so
they are
then why-
free to join
so
us,
then
but
why
it's
are
not
we
gonna be
now-
a
why are we
Christmas
now-
or Easter. Anyone could sponsor us, I could sponsor the
Yeah.
event if I wanted to,
yeah,
you could, doesn't mean that
But
we're gonna have
I
it
don't
as
think
an
we're
Easter
doing
event.
this service by
Yeah.
calling it a holiday festival.
If I'm being honest with you, for example, if you didn't believe in Christmas, would you go to a Christmas event?
that's not the point, though.
But I'm being
That-
honest with
that-
you.
That's the point. It's not
No, we're
actually-
talking
That's the
about-
point.
So you're gonna be, so, okay, so.
If you
So
didn't
here's-
believe in
wait,
Easter,
wait,
would you go
wait.
on an Easter event?
Here's my question for the committee, okay? Let's put it this way. When we decorate, the movie we're gonna watch, everything that's gonna be based out of the event. Where are we gonna be putting up stuff for Hanukkah, Kwanzaa?
Why not? I think we want.
We
Okay,
do.
okay, but if that's gonna be the point of the event, but if everything's gonna be Christmas and we're gonna call it a holiday.
We
event-
haven't decided the details.
Okay, but I'm speaking, give me a second. If we're gonna call it a holiday festival and we're going to include multiple events that revolve around religion, that's, again, I was opposed to the bill, but the reason. Now that it passed, the reason that I'm articulating this is that if we are going to include things of revolving around religion, then we should be inclusive of every religion that has an event during that time frame. I don't wanna make a big fuss about it, but it's always been Christmas. 2-3 years ago, everything's now been changed to holiday, so.
Through
So,
the chair.
go ahead.
So I think my perspective on this, and I don't want to speak for anybody else in the committee, but my perspective on it is that the point of this event, is not to celebrate the birth of Christ, it's not to celebrate Christmas. It's kind of, it's the holiday spirit,
Mhm.
because when you think of the holiday spirit, the holidays is a season
Mhm.
where folks from different religions and folks without a religion
Mhm.
celebrate in general, right?
Celebrate what?
Whatever
Anything, they can
and whatever
celebrate
they would
anything.
like, right? Whatever they would like.
Like.
Different folks celebrate different things, so I don't think this event is specifically to honor or celebrate any specific religion. It's just a time for the community to come together during the holidays.
Mhm.
Because it's the holidays, Christmas is a day, the holidays is a season
Mhm.
where many different events happen, and one of them happens to be Christmas. And we have components of that mixed in, but it's not necessarily a Christmas event.
Correct.
But it's not even, when is the event taking place?
It's like in
Early this.
Early
early
December.
December.
It's not even close to
And it was like
Christmas.
it was like a movies at the park, but just.
We were just
other
gonna add
things.
stuff.
Yeah,
for the
exactly.
kids.
Guys,
Like winter
guys,
season.
keep in mind, I understand his point, I understand your point, but more towards what you were just mentioning is exactly correct. The reason why it's a welcoming of the holiday season. Holiday season begins at the end of November. It goes, actually, if you want
And
to be
New Year
technical,
even.
some people even talk about
Right.
October.
Which is what I'm saying, if it's gonna be the holiday season, the details about the event cannot be relative to one.
And it's never
It's
that.
not.
So,
It's
so when it
not
comes to our event, for example,
Mhm.
Spring Fling. I'll give you an example, Spring Fling, egg hunt, ponies,
Beautiful,
Farm.
okay, awesome.
this,
Spring
that, this.
You don't
Halloween,
relate it,
Halloween is a different thing because it's not a religious.
again,
holiday.
you don't relate it to Easter. My thing is, when it comes to this specific event that we're doing.
Yes, when it
in
comes to this
December.
event, it is hot chocolate.
Mhm. Christmas, okay.
No, that's not
No,
Christmas. It's a hot chocolate.
I drink hot chocolate. in
Hot chocolate, you could be,
January,
no offense,
Yes.
by the way, Christian is Christianity, you could be an atheist and go drink hot chocolate.
Through the chair, I value Diane's point, and I do agree about, I agree,
I get what
if
you're
we're gonna
saying.
celebrate all religions, so I propose,
I'm not disagreeing with you on that point.
I really think you should take the lead on maybe creating a list of different components from different religions that we can incorporate. And I think that, you can come back with that list and we can all vote on it, and we can buy components from different religions, and I would be more than happy to do that.
I love that idea.
So if
Yeah.
You
everyone,
wanna do a motion?
does like, do you volunteer to be the chair of the inclusivity, religious inclusivity, like, make a list, we'll buy it and we'll put it.
But if I'm being
I
completely
just found
honest
you're
with you,
passionate about this.
this,
Glad I
this
think you
event,
can do
and
it.
it's been like this for every other winter event that we've had. Snow is not Christmas, right? Lights are not Christmas, they're just lights. There's lights in this room. Is this Christmas time? No. I'm being honest with you. I'm giving you examples. Ice is not Christmas. Ice is just a winter thing. It happens a certain time of year every year.
Yeah,
So this is a holiday to just, why not? Just like when we movies at the park, is movies at the park, do we celebrate a certain day of movies at the park? No. It's just a day to hang out and celebrate. This is what this holiday festival is, to hang out and have fun with everyone. It's a movies at the park on steroids.
Okay, can we get to the question?
I've been trying to finish this meeting.
So it wasn't.
Well, we didn't-
For that.
There was a motion about the name. There was a motion about the name.
I'll withdraw.
Withdraw that.
Yeah, the name already was decided.
Apparently, I didn't know the name was already done.
The name was done like last October.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was, but it's somewhere in there.
Holiday festival, holiday festival.
Yeah, something like that. I think it's the Mayonnaise Holiday Festival.
No, it's a comment, it's a comment.
Oh,
I spoke to, Oscar that brings the food trucks. And, we were talking about, he partnered up with a company that does the drone shows.
Yes.
You guys seen the drone shows and all that? So, we're like, look, this will probably be the best way to showcase the drone show, bring it to the town of Miami Lakes. Wow, now Miami Lakes has a drone show for this type of event, free of charge,
No,
free of charge.
no, when this is over, I'm gonna give you a hug.
And yeah, so that was my first thing, bro. Government, we're not paying a single
So what's
dime.
the problem with the drones though?
No.
No, there is a problem.
Airspace.
It's the airspace.
All that has been taken care of.
Because the
Because-
FAA is tight on that because we're in a landing zone.
Yeah, so what happens is, what they do is, they already have an agreement with, Opalaca. And what they do is to say, look, on this day, at
And
this
this
time,
time.
we need it for this, you know.
We
And
need
it's
to be
far
able to
enough,
do
yeah, availability in the sky, they're already set up, they have it through the tower and all that. What they do, so they need to be able to figure out a way of, because nothing's free. So they need the space, it's in the middle of the field, they can use that for the drones to take off. And then what they'll do is, they need to be able to like have food trucks and stuff to be able to, what's the word I'm looking for,
Make money and recuperate.
Offset the cost.
Offset the cost.
offset the costs, right, of that, because nothing's free, but it would be free to the town. We wouldn't have to pay that for it.
Wow.
Yeah, remember,
And, you know,
we,
you
we
can,
talked
like-
to, so we talked to Oscar when this first came up and he said everything was covered by it. We just, we're the name.
Yeah, he wants space to have food trucks.
Remember, we talked about it. He said he'd bring the DJ, he said he'd bring everything.
Yeah, I just didn't know he was gonna bring it. That's amazing. Yeah.
So it's always at the park on steroids.
I think
Yeah,
everybody.
literally what I just said.
With the exception of the two new members, because they don't know who Oscar is. The guy's been phenomenal for
Yeah.
events.
God bless.
So,
He said that he got everything in this event. We just have to do that.
wow.
Yeah, and then you can come like to the next meeting if we have
Yeah, we
it.
can bring him next.
And then you'll
Right.
like elaborate
The
on.
next meeting, maybe you wanna focus just only on
How
how,
to do that.
I mean, how we can't do much right now because it's, you know,
That's true.
but no, but we're set for now. But maybe this is a big event, it's a new event, so maybe we should focus on that.
I'll call. If you wanna call Oscar, or do you want me to call him?
Both, I mean, a reminder, hey, come to the next meeting. And then, anything else about that? Nobody else? Drones? Yeah, because that was like, oh, Miami Lakes has a drones, you know?
Thank you.
Maybe then we can bring our helicopter back now that we can use the
No.
airspace.
No, that's what I'm.
We're gonna bring a million little helicopters, but not one big
Oh,
one,
yeah.
okay?
The big one was cool.
I wanted to
Awesome.
just talk about, you guys should receive an email or should have, or maybe receive the email.
I did, I got an email.
Oh, okay, for the, this is through the Citizens Crime Watch, we're gonna set it up. At, Royals Park.
Yeah, that's what-
I'll see you there.
At Royals Park, September 3rd through the 5th, it's only for women. And it's, if you're 14, if you're a minor, it's 14 and over, but if you're a minor, you need to go with a parent.
You're still awesome.
Apparently it's great. I haven't been a part of it. I wanna go and check it out. It's a women's
Self-defense.
self-defense, it's like a rape thing, but it's women's self-defense. By the third day, you're like beating up this guy in a dummy suit and like you're going at it. And, so like, you know, if you have anything frustrations, you wanna get out of it.
Nobody's gonna mess with us on Halloween.
Also, just for the record, I know we sort of stopped the whole conversation, but Christmas, again, is the only religious federally approved holiday. Just putting it out there. So that's why, again, another point to the whole argument. That's why I
Yeah,
think-
that's fine. At the end of the day, our committee already voted on the CMAP. And it's going to stay as the holiday festival. Because it's already approved by the town. All right, any more announcements tonight?
A long term on this,
Okay,
is gonna be to the school. There's a school one that we can do. That's not just 3 days, you know, in a place, so we're gonna push it, I'm gonna push it to the schools little by little. And well, Minnesota's gonna be the first guinea pig for that.
Any other announcements for us? No one, everyone's bored?
Yes.
Yeah, we've had enough arguing for today. All right, I got,
Well, tomorrow.
oh, by the way, yeah, I hope you guys had a good first week of school.
You had a good first year.
I have to go to work at 3 AM tomorrow, so I'm gonna motion to adjourn this meeting.
Guys, on that note, be careful, people are on their phones and they're not looking up. If kids are on their